Yolanda, thank you for your interest and assistance in the PP Settlement Reunion Project. We are both dedicated to the preservation of our family's history. I am Shirley Pritchard Nolan. I am the daughter of Lawrence and Hazel Anderson Pritchard, and I am a member of Historical Eden Baptist Church. Hello, YouTube family. When I think of a community reunion, my mind rewinds to many community events of my youth. London Basket Meeting, Roxabelle Baptizing, Big Rock, and Eden Baptist Church anniversary every year. The Ralston Pike County Community Reunion will reunite these families. Let us come together and have a fun-filled day. The PP Settlement Reunion Committee, we are sponsoring a reunion with a purpose. September the 7th, Yatanji Park, Chillicothe, Ohio. Entertainment, DJ, food trucks, vendors, and history display at the Pump House. Trolley tour, including David Nickens Museum, and much, much more. September the 8th is the Eden Baptist Church will be celebrating 200 years of faithful service to the Pike County community. Reverend Milton J. Dean Sr. is our pastor. The PP Settlement Reunion has a mission to recognize, restore, and preserve 5 cemeteries: the Eden, Pritchard, Roberts, Davis, and Barnett cemeteries. The Davis and Barnett cemeteries are in serious condition and need immediate help. Please join the PP Settlement Reunion Group on Facebook and receive reunion updates. I am sure you will enjoy the following videos and interviews. Thank you for viewing and thank you for your support, and God bless you.
All right, we have on the screen Dr. John Newsom. How are you today, Dr. Newsom?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, I understand that that you have a connection to PP. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Now, what is that connection?
That connection is my father grew up in Pike County, and he and his, 10 siblings lived there for 30, 40 years. So we always thought of it as down home.
Okay.
So there's kind of a double take on that. We called it down home because that was his home. And some people say people from the hills.
Okay.
So we called it down home.
Down home. PP is down home. Now, I understand that you also have a connection to the Eden Baptist Church. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. That was my father's church and his family's church, as they lived in down home.
Down home. Okay.
So we have a connection because over the years, I grew up in Xenia, Ohio, about 65 miles from down home. And from time to time, second Sunday in September, for years, we would go to Eden Baptist homecoming.
Oh, okay.
And we did this for years. And even after he passed away, I continued to do it for several years.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, and also the George Rhodes School, the George Rhodes and the Turkey School, right?
Yes, George Rhodes cooked at down at homecoming. George would cook fish out in the outside, and it was delicious. I don't know where he got his fish from, but it was just great. As a matter of fact, my sister and I went there one year, and we ate so much fish and people were so friendly. They'd say, "Oh, there's John's boy, my father's name. Let's get him a bottle of soda." So of course we'd always, somebody would offer us a bottle of soda, we drink it, and we drank and ate so much fish that as we drove home, I think we had our heads out the window most of the time because we just overdid it. At that age, you were like 8, 10 years old.
Yeah. Well, good fish is hard to come by. I can
You're right about that.
I can identify with that. That sounds great. Now, growing up, did you have any family heroes or sheroes, somebody that you always looked up to in the family? And who were they and why did you look up to them?
Well, first I'd have to say my father.
Okay.
He was certainly my hero. And of course, there was different sports fans, but he was always my hero because we were very close and we would, do things together like going down home together to hunt and fish. Hunt and fish in Lake White and just do, sports kinds of things like hunting and fishing.
So your father was your hero in your family. How would you describe the community in PP versus the community in Xenia? Were there any differences from going home versus coming into Xenia? What was the difference, if there was any? If there wasn't,
Well, so the down home was certainly what we considered as the country, but living in Xenia.
By definition, a country refers to a territory with its own borders and total sovereignty.
Okay,
this is from worldatlas.com.
That was the Google that came on.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so what was the difference between the going from Xenia to PP?
Well, as I mentioned, the difference was that was country, and Xenia, although at the time when I grew up in Xenia, it was like 12,000 people was the population. So you could see the difference between sort of a town and the country.
Okay. All right. Did most of your family live in PP, or most of them were from Xenia?
No, most of them, my father's family lived in PP. His like I said, 10 sisters and brothers lived there for many years, and then about the end of the 1930s or around that time, they moved from the farm to Xenia. And that's where I was born and raised, was in Xenia with my family, my sisters and brothers.
Oh, okay. Now, if you had to talk to the next generation of your family, what kind of advice would you give them, and about your travel, your life experience? What kind of advice would you give them?
Well, if I had to talk to people about family, as I talk to my children, that family is really important, and it's very, very hard to stick together sometimes, but in spite of that, you should stick together as far as a family. Family is one of the most important things.
Family is one of the most important things, and you want the next generation to stick together. Do you see that it's not that we're not doing that as much as it used to be, or is it about the same, or is it getting better?
Oh, I really can't answer that question. I just know our family has been close, and we try to get together and keep in contact with each other. And I can't answer what other families might do. It doesn't seem as much, but we went to great lengths to try to stick together and
Okay. Now,
be in touch with each other.
that's great. That's great. Now, how important is this reunion coming up to you and how and it should be for the rest of the family? How important do you think this should be? That people should be there?
Oh, well, yeah, it's very, very important.
Uh-huh.
At this time, it's 200 years, because like I said, I've been going there since I was like 5 or 6 years old. Not every year, but periodically from time to time, even as I see from Ohio, from Xenia, my family and I, we grew up in Illinois. My family and wife, that's where we worked. So when we would get an opportunity, we would try to plan a trip to go back to Xenia around the time of the second Sunday in September. So we could go to homecoming down in PP, down home.
Down home. Wow.
Right.
Wow. Now, what did you do? What kind of profession are you in right now? Could you share that with your family? What I remember, I thought you were a dentist. Is that correct?
No, I'm not a dentist.
I thought you were a dentist. Maybe I got it wrong. Okay, but what did you do after you attended school?
Well, after I attended school, I worked for Caterpillar Incorporated in Peoria, Illinois. And that's where my family lived, my wife and children. And
how many children do you have?
We have 3 children. We worked there about 40 years, both my wife and I.
Okay.
Had our professions in Peoria.
Okay.
So
all right, that's awesome. That's awesome. Is there anything else that you want to tell the family while we're on recording, and any advice you want to tell the older people, or anything that you want to include in this interview? Anything else? Nope.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Just going back with various experiences that I've had. But that's
that's it. Okay.
That's it for right now.
All right. All right. Well, I guess you'll see everybody in September at PP, right?
I hope to see many of the family members and some of maybe old friends, but
yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. So well, I'd like to thank you for this interview, and we'll everybody out there, don't forget to register for the reunion in PP County. Thank you.
That's right. Absolutely. That's really important.
All right.